Peace and greetings, everyone. It's Christina from Witches and Co. And today we're going to talk about sigils. And this is more of a going right into what we are talking about in the first video. We're talking about the subconscious mind only understanding mathematics and geometrical shapes, because God is perfect, so to say, but God is all things. So first, before I get into my technique of sigils, I do want to, explain other techniques of sigils, because there is no perfect technique, and whatever resonates with you will be just fine. The chaotic or chaos sigils, and it's chaos because it's not, precise mathematics, so to say. It's more of whatever we want it to be. Most sigils that we do in the chaos magic have a removal of vows. Some people remove them, some people don't. It is more about you. So I brought paper and pen today to draw a chaos sigil, and the first one I'm going to draw is going to be money. So I will remove the O and the E, and it gives me N-E-Y. I will draw my sigil on how I feel it to look like. So this is my sigil of money, M-N-Y, and this sigil is just fine, but it's chaos. So in order to activate this sigil, this is where we get the idea of ejaculating on the sigil, using period blood on the sigil, cutting your hand or somewhere on your finger and putting it on the sigil. A woman's orgasm fluids on the sigil, and this is how you would activate this sigil, because it is not chaos, it is not mathematics, and I'll get into that when I explain my form of sigils. So nothing is wrong with this sigil. You would just have to activate it with bodily fluids. The reason why you have to activate it with bodily fluids is because it is not precise. It doesn't come from spirit. This comes from your hand. So in order to get it to go to spirit, we would have to ejaculate and put something on it from our spirit onto the sigil to get it to truly activate. Nothing is wrong with the sigil, guys. If this is your way of using sigils, what I'm going to do today is explain my way of using sigils. And with this way, I have seen things manifest in less than 24 hours. It's been many nights I've drew these sigils, and when I wake up the next morning, the universe has already conspired to create what I wanted to manifest. So, as we were saying, the subconscious mind only understands precision, mathematics, symbols. So we'll go into astrology. In astrology, there are symbols for each zodiac sign. There are symbols for each planet. There are symbols for each asteroid or aspect. So my form of sigils that I have said, like I said, work super duper fast, are astrology symbols. So let's say I want money. Well, a good zodiac for money would be the 8th house, would be Scorpio. And I want to attract money, which means I want to love and attract and bring money towards me. So what I would do, let me remove this sigil, guys. What I would do is I would draw Venus, and then I would draw Scorpio. This is how I draw it. This is mathematics, and the subconscious mind already knows what these symbols mean, even if your conscious mind doesn't. So these sigils do not require bodily fluids, because they're already universal symbols. They don't require ejaculation, they don't require blood, or things like that. So all spit, some people spit on these type of sigils also, depending on what they're creating. So here is my Venus in Scorpio. Do I have a Venus in Scorpio? No, I don't. But what I'm trying to do is attract money to me. So I would draw this sigil, place it on my altar, visualize, meditate, whatever you guys want to do. One of my techniques is I go outside and I get big pieces of chalk, and I just draw my sigils all over the street, all over the driveway, anywhere like that. I mean, I come inside, I go to sleep, and I'm telling you, when I wake up in the morning, whatever I have asked to be manifested has already been manifested. So right now we are the sun is about to enter into Libra, and Venus is going into Scorpio. So this is a great time to use this energy for love, of course, but also to use it for attracting money towards yourself or towards your business or towards your union, or to get other people to invest in your business, invest in your union, and things like that. So what I would do for this season, and what I will be doing on Friday before my Arizuli bath ritual, is I'll be drawing sigils. And the first sigil I will draw is the Sun in Libra. So that is a sigil. The Sun is going to be in Libra. And what I'm going to do is add the Sun in Libra plus Venus in Scorpio. Now we will solve. Equals, what do I want it to equal? An infinite amount of abundance. So as you see, guys, we're kind of going into math. I always tell everyone that if I was to teach math or teach other people how to teach math, the United States would not suck in math, because the teachers of our time had no way of explaining it, because they had no way of telling you where it came from. If they cannot tell you where math comes from, why we have number 1, why we have number 2, how can they teach you how to use math? So I'm going to go more into astrology, and this is a common sigil that everyone knows about. Everybody knows about this sigil, and it's a great sigil. Let me draw it right here on this paper. It is the cross, right? Well, this is also what we would do in algebra. We would get the cross, right? And our teacher would give us a line over here, a line over here. We would have to draw a line between two. We have to get our ruler, our protractor, and things like that, and determine the angle of the line. So this is algebra, but this is also astrology. So in astrology, the natal chart looks like this, right? So this house belongs to your private space. This is your personal space. This is your public space. And this is your social space, right? So we have 4 quadrants, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so when we're drawing sigils, how do we add this with this? I will show you guys. So I'll go to my next page, and I'll draw a line, my circle around the line. Okay, so this is how we direct the energy. Where do I want my Venus in Scorpio and my Sun in Libra to go? Well, based on my personal chart, I have a Moon in Libra. So I would use my Sun in Libra in this place. So I'm a Virgo, guys, but my Libra is in 2nd house, so I'm going to use this for the 2nd house. So I have my Sun in Libra in the 2nd house, and then in the 3rd house I have Scorpio, so I'm going to draw my Venus in Scorpio, and I'm going to draw my 2 lines between the 2 energies, right? You see, and this determines where my energy will play out. Now, what you would have to do is know your own chart and how your chart is lined up to know how things are aligned and where the energy will play out in your chart. When I do readings for people and it's Scorpio season, Libra season, or whatever they're asking, this is how I determine when things will play out for them. Is because I use mathematics. So I know in math what this space symbolizes. Like I said, this is the private space. This is the public space. This is the public space, this is the personal, and this is the social, right? So this determines where that energy will play out. Of course, we can get more precise into lines and, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and it will, determine precisely, but that's just fine. If you don't know astrology, you don't have to know your own personal chart to utilize the form of sigils that I used. So like I said, the Sun is going into Libra tomorrow. Venus is going into Scorpio Saturday. So tomorrow night, my sigil that I will draw will be like this. The Sun in Libra and Venus in Scorpio. This is what I will use So nothing is wrong, guys, with the other types of sigils. Like I said, they're chaos, and the reason why they are chaos is because they are not mathematics. So therefore, they are chaotic. They have no rules. They can play out anywhere they want to play out. They can do what they want to do because there is no rules. This form of sigil, on top of the cross diagram that we are very familiar with, you know, it's a lot of us see it as Jesus, but it's not, you know, Jesus, Papa Legba, things like that, making a way. This is why I am the light, I am the way, because this is mathematics. So guys, if I want, like I said, my Sun in Libra is going to be right here, and my Venus in Scorpio is going to be right here, right? So the only places that I can take this is the opposition, right? So as you see, this is my personal space. This is my public space. Therefore, I can take this energy and bring it to the public space. I can utilize my Venus and my Sun energy in this space. It cannot go up and it cannot go over. That is a square. And I'll explain squares and trines in another time. I'll get my protractor out and things like that. But as you see, guys, this is mathematics. This is algebra. We learned this in 7th and 8th, 9th grade, whatever grade, you know, you took algebra. But wouldn't it have been great if the math teacher could explain it like I just explained it, so you could have actually utilized it or been interested? Thank you guys so much. This video goes out to Tanya Clark. I thank you so much, sis, for your inspiration and encouragement of today. So I dedicate this video just to you. Thank you.